Hey everyone, this is Tired Goth, and I'm doing a quick card reading to see what the general energy is. Let's ring this bell, clear the air here. Okay, so the energy has been super heavy. I'm getting the energy of swords, which is the intellect. I'm getting the energy of cups spilled, which is emotional spaces. I'm getting that there are some divine keys here with the coffin in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles sideways. A key is being unlocked, or something is being unlocked for someone here. Can we get a general energy collective reading here in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, Holy Father God? I, as your conduit and messenger, ask that you bestow me through your archangels the ability to discern these messages well, to assure that there are no interferences spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically, that every and all of the parties here who are present for this message are blessed and protected as long as they remain in good intention for the presence, their presence specifically in this reading and of this information. Holy Father, I ask that you bless each and every one of us with protection and hope and goodwill toward each other, and that all material, mental, emotional, and psychic infinite alignments are preserved for good in Jesus' name. Amen. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. As you know, this is for 18 plus members and for entertainment purposes only. I'm just here to read the energy. I don't sell futures. Definitely don't sell futures. I don't make manifest any kind of, false message things. We have possibly an investigation or a predatory energy in the reverse here with the fox. I'm also sensing a lot of throat chakra magic being cast here. Someone is attempting to cover up something that they did. Something that they do, possibly still do. Something that they did. This could be something that impacted the life of another person, though. With the secret here, the book, it could be the occult. Yeah. I just intuited the words occult alliance. So what we're dealing with actually is a situation where this person was dealing with an occult alliance with other predators. With this Ten of Wands here, it could also be that a judgment has been called and it's over. Something is over, something has ended. Something has been wrapped up. It's like, that's it. That's the energy here. It's like, okay, there's a change here. There's a change. Something has gone in another direction, possibly with a water sign. Which water sign is this? A Scorpio. Okay. Is this a Scorpio equal, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? Okay, for some it might be Scorpio, Venus. It could also Scorpio with a Venus in Sagittarius. That was very oddly specific. This could be a specific reading. Okay. Something about... I want to read those two cards here. Someone is trying to manipulate the cards here to give them information, and they were hoping I wouldn't know. You can leave, thank you. No body jumping here. I fault you. Yeah, we don't do that. Okay. Yeah, there could be a situation here with the authorities. If you can see these cards here. With the authorities, the Tower. Six of Swords. Is this in reverse or upright? It's in reverse. Someone may not be able to move on to calmer waters at this time. due to the fact that they are very burdened with something. Can I get the... It's a mother figure who's burdened with something. A mother figure is going downhill. This could be the end for them. A mother figure. Who's this mother figure? A Virgo. A Virgo could be on the decline of something. But it's private. It's like secret or something. It could have to do with magic. This could be a magic backfire, actually, with this book outlined here. See, like this book, it's a book of secrets. It's a book of wisdom. It's the Empress's book. If you look at the tarot deck and you see that some empresses actually have a book in their hand, or sometimes they'll have a book up the private pocket of a dress that they're wearing. This is that book. Sometimes it's a Bible. It's a book of incantations. It's a Bible for presents, you know, for anything. It's a prayer, really. It's a petition. So this, with the 10 of Pentacles peeking out, this could have been magic done for money. And this is the mother in reverse in question. This is something that she did, something she consigned to, something that she liked to do. I don't know what it was, really. And now the secret has been exposed about this person. So they may not be... I'm seeing that the Catechaeus is in reverse. This could be the pendulum swing of one direction coming back to knock them down in another. That's what this could be. We're seeing also here that there is a lady in question here. There's a lady. This lady figure is possibly not in a comfortable position right now. No, she's coming. Wait a second. Is this the truth of them? They're in the reverse? No, this is not the truth. Someone is trying to put this woman in reverse, in a reverse position. Someone is trying to put this woman in a reverse position. Keep in mind the readings are free. Just one second though. There is something I need to do. Because... Hi everyone! Let me just do this one thing. There we go. There. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Just, yeah, just setting everything back where it goes. So this could be about a mother who stole something. Stole the fruits of someone's labor. Which is just a very nasty thing to be doing in the first place, let alone by someone who's in a position to caretake for someone. That's unfortunate, really. There could be a King of Wands involved in this who's very confused about what it is that's going on. There's no confusion about the fact that someone is financially suffering right now with news of this. Or it could be the news of a secret being uncovered. I don't know what these two cards are. Oh, okay. So 7 of Swords in reverse as the highlight here. Someone is being honest. Someone is being honest about something with this card. The 7 of Swords, usually the letter is an indicator of like communication, but it's also here. And I don't know why my voice is being this way, because my voice isn't generally so dry and raspy sounding, but we have the 7 of Swords in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is a person who's healing. So this reading may be a reading about something in the energy. It could be that, who is this person? An air sign man. An air sign man could have been completely cut off regarding something. And It's interesting because they're coming out as the lady, but they could be sitting in feminine energy that isn't being disclosed to someone. They could live in a house far away, I heard, for this card here with I don't know if you can see this actually. Let me just double check. Yeah, there we go. So this person here, this card, this lady card, this is actually a man. This is a man who I heard might dress in women's clothing to commit crime, or this might also be a person who lives in a house and they're an air sign. I just intuited Libra. Doesn't have to be. Okay, so there's some sort of, with the crossroads in reverse, there's some sort of merging attempting to occur here. Someone's trying to reunite. There could be some anxiety pertaining to this. It could be someone is trying to reunite with someone who's healing at the moment. And there's some sort of like exposure or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Alright, we're gonna clear the board here. Everyone, this is Tired Goth. I just wanted to do a quick reading here and see what the general energy for the day is. Could be that we have a lot of luck today, a lot of affection today. People making things official with the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. Holidays are actually a very uncomfortable and difficult day for some people. So it's important to remember that when we're talking about how to address uncomfortable situations in love and romance. I mean, we want to look for love, but not in a way that destroys us. We want to find love. We want to find, especially on a Valentine's Day date, you can do this any day, really. But when it comes to good situations, you don't want to be stuck on people who are bad for your development. And what is bad for your development? Well, if someone is choosing a path that harms your reputation, in private or publicly, that is something that affects you long term. And that is something that you don't actually want to hold on to. You don't want to keep that. You don't want to walk in a sort of energy where you have to hide your hand. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to have to walk in an energy where, you know, you quite literally have to live in a mode where anything that you would like to discuss that matters to you is in danger. Now, some people live like that because they're celebrities, but at the same time, some people choose to live like that because they're covering secrets that shouldn't be happening for others. And that is not a good thing. Because, see, like with this energy here, there's some sort of situation where there is an implied desire here to work on something, but could be to work on a relationship with the Heart card here. This could also be, okay, this could be about stability. This could be this person feeling like they want to come home to the heart of a person. What is their intention? What is their energy regarding their intentions? No. Oh, a bunch of cards just fell onto the floor. That's usually not a good sign because that means interference. And I asked specifically for that to be cleared off of the board and the reading, so. Okay. What is their intention? Yeah, their intention is possibly to be a magician. To betray someone again. This is a dangerous situation involving wands. It could be sexual. It could be acting on impulsive attraction. It could be to create loss for someone. It could be to, what they're saying is removing their burdens from them, but at the same time, there's something going on here with this. You know what? I feel like Spirit is telling me to close the reading out for now. And I just want to like talk with you guys for a minute. I want to put the cards away. Because I feel some witchery being done on the cards right now. And sometimes when you're intuitive, you just have to go with what is. And you can't, upset yourself, really. You can't upset yourself with what people aren't willing to disclose to you about what needs to be known, right? It's important to have that kind of... Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, Sam. Thank you. Let's get those likes up. Thanks so much. Thank you. So, okay. I just want to, like, clarify a couple things right now, right? Okay. So, with these readings, right, energy is not accuracy. And the reason I say that energy is an accuracy is because when it comes to accuracy, that can't necessarily be read in a reading. You can have intuitive messages come to the decipherer of these readings, but you cannot necessarily have this type of accuracy. You can't. And I say that because if you are in a position where you're sharing anything about yourself or other people that perhaps like didn't have respect enough for your positioning to be able to do that, they would try to harm you. And that kind of energy is coming around in the energy lately. And it's just something that I wanted to clarify with people, that it wasn't necessarily something that you should tolerate. You shouldn't tolerate people mistreating you and taking your presence or your gifts for granted. You shouldn't let people lead you off a cliff. That's basically how I feel about it. You shouldn't let people lead you off of a cliff because you don't... I'm sorry, my hair is such a mess right now. You don't want to like be in a position where you're submitting your own freedom of authority to someone else. You don't want to have a situation where you as yourself are submitting to someone else's expectations of like what you would let them do to your life, to your decisive process, to your decisions, really. And your decisions are everything you have. If you don't have a freedom to choose something, you are in a slave relationship. You're not in like a legitimate relationship. And people like to talk about relationships like, oh, but it's like this, or this is just our dynamic. Like, no. If you are in a relationship where you're not being respected for your ability to make your own decisions, then you're actually not being respected by the people that around. And I say this from a perspective where, you know, if people are challenging you in a way where you're not allowed to like just be yourself, this is a huge problem. Like a huge problem, because you're dealing with someone who actually wants you to like suffer in place. You're dealing with someone who doesn't want to see you like move from a position that they are keeping you in, and that they shouldn't even have the authority to like keep you in. So it's a little serious when these things come up in love relationships, or, you know, special relationships, like for Valentine's Day, everyone's going on dates. They want to know what it's going to be like to, you know, have a loving and amazing relationship. But at the same time, I mean, if you're in a position where you have to protect yourself in your own relationships at any point, or there are red flags way early on that guide you to do that, that's a huge problem. It's a big problem, because like you want to be able to trust the person you're with to the complete extent of everything that you're doing. Like you want to be able to have like the utmost trust in your relationships, everything. You don't want issues. You don't want issues with people in your relationships. And it's like the issues that you're gonna have, like, are they resolvable? Are they soluble? Yeah, most of them. But if you have someone trying to control your life, that isn't soluble, because that's a person who wants to take over your ability to choose for yourself. And that's a huge problem. Like, you don't want to invite that into your life, because that is how people get hurt. It's how people suffer. That's, it's just a bad vibe, really. You don't want to be in a relationship where everyone who is like around you is basically feeding themselves off of what you're doing, and like simultaneously has no respect for anything that you're doing. Now, this sounds like a bunch of babble, but once you realize in relationships, that's exactly what kills your relationships. That's exactly what ends up being like the be all end all for a lot of things. And it's sad, because it doesn't have to be that way, but when it is, it's like it's an eye-opener, you know? And a lot of people are so blinded by this desire to like have something so sacred as love, or to have a situation that garners them some sort of affection. Like, it's not really like, I don't know how to say it. It's not the goal. It's just not the goal. So it's just like, I don't know, it's difficult to really talk about it in any way that isn't like somewhat emotionally painful, because a lot of people go through this. And yeah, it's what does this thing what is this? I'm trying to like oh, I don't know about this. Okay, never mind. So I was looking at like the co-host thing, and it's just so I'm trying to get more people in here though. So let's see who else is in here. That's funny. Okay, so I need to get to stage 5, I guess. Okay. Yay! There. Like a nice even number there. Okay. see. Let's get some people in here. Okay. So yeah, I guess what we can say here, right, is like, what we can say here is if there are situations or people that are in your life to control what you do, you're not in a good position with these people because they don't actually value who you are independently. I want to see who's in this chat here. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull a few more cards here. Yeah. There's some so I'm reading the energy here to kind of protect myself here. Yeah, some funky energy here. So yeah. I want to say this to you. If this is your energy, you're the Queen of Wands in reverse, trying to you're in the upright, not in a snake energy, but like you're a Queen of Wands. You could be highly intuitive. You're in this person's energy. You're in someone's energy, but they are returning to you because you're healing. They're returning to you because they're healing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm intuiting that someone thinks they have better things to do than XYZ. And I mean, good for you if that's your situation. And with the split deck, unveiling this. Yeah. There's some sort of departure here. Interesting. Okay. So there's one top viewer in here. Thank you for being here. Hi. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you for being here. If you tap that screen, I get hearts, and that gives me gifts, prizes, and the ability to continue going live. So feel free to invite your friends and to be here. You just want to tap your screen like this to send some hearts and keep those heart bombs coming, because I would really like to make it onto a leaderboard. I'm talking to whoever's in the chat at the moment. Thanks so much for stopping by. G7, thank you. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, it's important for people to understand that their value system can technically be based in their value system can be based in a lot of different things, but they have to put themselves in a position where they value themselves as people and understand what they're worth. And with that, I'm actually going to stop the readings. And I wanted to introduce something really cool. Maybe you all will like it. So here I have a bunch of homemade soaps that I made. And if you check my profile, you can go there now if you'd like to see. They're wrapped in a 10K or a 10 karat gold wrapping. They're made of goat milk soap base and or a clear soap base, and it also has an infusion of a very special blend of essential oils that I put together to infuse none other than money luck with a prayer sealed in to what it is that you're doing while you're washing your hands. So if you are washing your hands with this soap and you've bought it already and you lather it and you have the intention of bringing money and success with money into your life from good sources, this is your batch of soap. It comes in a floral design. It comes in a shampoo as well. This is one of the shampoos. It's a larger size, so you can actually there's some of them have prizes in them. So there's like a ring that you can wear as you're, lathering, and you kind of attach it to your hand and lather it into your hair. Otherwise, it's just a cylindrical kind of half bar of soap thing. But yeah, there are a couple of these. These are the shampoo. These are the shampoo domes that I call them. There are 3 or 4 different shapes as well. There's the beating heart in the clear version of that, and then there's also the soap bar, which is just like a standard bar. This is the in the clear variety. It's clear. So okay. Anyway, this is the I Am the Goat daisy soap. These are shaped like daisies and they're made of goat milk. They have a goat milk base. There's also the rose bouquet variety of that. This is shaped like a rose bouquet, so this can actually set on your table like this. And it's shaped like roses, and you can purchase any of these for me by messaging me on
you can message me on my profile and do that with me. There's also the Heartthrob. This is the heart-shaped one, the Heartthrob. And there's the I Am the Goat shampoo rose impression disc. So this is like a round disc about this big with a rose that's actually imprinted in it too. So these are some high-grade organic body products. They are made with a money blessing prayer. They were infused with lavender, tea tree oil, rosemary for good vibrations only. And on top of that, there's also an addition of, what was it? Lavender. Oh, I said lavender, right? Yes. I think I said lavender. So there's quite a bit that goes into these. I won't tell you the secret ingredient, but it's good for you. And no, it's not witchcraft. It's not baneful witchcraft, so you won't be finding any of my bodily fluids in there. Let's just be for real. Some people do that. I don't do that. No thanks. I'm okay. So you can count on some good Catholic soap bases here. Not that it's bad not to be a Catholic. I'm just saying, like, these were made with God's help, not the help of anything non-divine. So here you go. So there are clear soaps, soap that is a goat milk base. So you have to figure out, like when you're ordering, you have to figure out which type you want. Goat milk is good for extra moisturizing, and the clear soap is good for suspending things in it. So the clear soap is going to have a lot more prizes in the soap, but the goat milk is going to be like high in moisturizer, especially for winter skin. You want to get your hands on that. So there are quite a few here. Ask me about the prices, get them while supplies last, and join me for my lives. So you can definitely join in and hang out. Oh, that wasn't inviting them into the chat. That was inviting them as a guest. Oops, they're probably going to decline. That's fine. I wouldn't mind if they did, because that would be really fun. But yeah, so it took me a little while to figure out where or how I wanted to make these soaps. Like I was going through like my own collection of things, but these are the OXTG releases. So I am back and definitely looking forward to hearing from all of you about these. You can check out the pictures that I posted. Thank you for joining my live. I was just talking about some of the soaps that I'm selling. I have a goat milk based soap and also a clear soap with suspensions. Yeah. Okay. So you have the option to do all of that, and yeah, it's there for you. And they're pretty inexpensive considering how well they're made. Like, some of these soaps with the intentions that are put into them are very, very strong. And I did not charge more than I felt could be charged for these types of things, despite the fact that what you're really paying for is the effectiveness of the intention. And it is effective. I use these myself. In fact, hold on. I'll show you. I will show you myself. Okay, so just as an example, this is mine, right? This is my goat milk soap base. And as you can see, it's like a discus, right? And it has, if you can see that, a rose shape that is infused with a financial prayer that I did myself. I prayed it over the entire batch. This is a monetized live. I'm not sure why it's being restricted. So anyway, this is mine, right? And it smells amazing. It smells so good. I can't even tell you how good it smells. But with this said, right, the way that these were put together was basically like any good intention that I had for not only myself, but others I would want to share the goodwill of good financial outcomes with, I put into the soap. So it's a beautiful thing. They're very effective, and you're not just paying for a bar of soap if you do that. So it's pretty effective. It's beautiful. So yeah. Oh, thanks so much. I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks. Okay. And if you'd like this live, tap the screen so I know that you're sending hearts. You want to tap it like this and send those hearts, okay? So get those screens tapping. I know there are like about 6 of you that were here at some point. So yeah, there you go. If you're watching this, definitely tap that screen, jump into the live here, get on that screen, tap the likes. So, oh, there's a card that just fell. That's so crazy that it would fall like this. Right, okay. Yeah. So, there's an energy where like someone is holding back from someone. And yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Okay, so I just wanted to promote that little, I shouldn't say little, it's actually a big deal. I wanted to promote that for my viewers, for anyone who would be paying attention. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for your support. And if you are interested in purchasing the soap, just message me. Like, send me a message and say how much are the soaps, and I could like send you the post that has all of the information in it. They're already wrapped. They're basically ready to ship. I would be adding shipping costs on top of the cost of the soap, so just be aware of that. There is a base cost for the soap, and then there's shipping calculated to wherever you are in the world. At the moment, I would like to do international shipping, but I understand that it's possible that shipping would be kind of difficult to do without paying an extensive amount of money, so just let me know and we'll take it from there. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to... Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Okay. And without further ado, I guess I'll join you all later. This has been Tired Goth. Join me for a live in a little while. I hope to see you around. I hope to see a lot of you in my lives. I've been in some of your lives and I haven't seen you in mine, and I'm not sure what you're doing, but you're missing out. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a wonderful day. Bye.